Hello and welcome to a special edition of TylerTeacherCraft. Today we are doing a world tour of my world, of my survival world. This is all 100% survival built, except for the thing right behind me. But we're going to start here because this is the farthest thing away from my original spawn point. So we're going to work back to that because the majority of my big projects are all at the spawn area. So we're going to start out here and then we're going to work backwards. So let's get started. So say hello to my llamas and then let's go inside. This is the mansion, of course, which I have taken over as a base, a distant base from my original spawn point. I got my flags out front. TT Tyler Teacher, and inside I got some of my pets. And then let's take a look. I haven't done a whole lot in here. My plan was to build small farms in every single one of these rooms, but I haven't done much with it. So I've got my furnace array, I've got my storage area. This is kind of like home base here. And I got Persuade, Inform, and Entertain hanging out there. Alright, and the other thing I've got in here is I've got my automatic fishing farm here, AFK farm. Doesn't work too well because I don't have the hole in the ceiling, but it's done its fair share of work for me. Over here I've got my bedroom. Oh, these beds keep disappearing. Anyway, there's beds there. Trust me, there's beds there. Got some parrots from the jungle. Got my original armor that I made before I got all my diamond gear. There's Effect. I don't know where Cause is. Where's Cause, buddy? I got Feline King and Castlevania here. Alright, and the dragon head. And there was a dragon egg here, which I used to break some bedrock, and then it disappeared. It teleported and disappeared, and I don't know where it went. So I'm missing an egg. Alright. There's only one more thing on the first floor to show you, and that's the one farm that I did build. Way in the back here, is my sugarcane farm. So I got a little sugarcane farm in here. It's doing okay, does its job whenever I'm here, but I'm not here much anymore. Alright, before we go upstairs, we've got one last thing, and that is the whole name of this game, of course. We've got overflow here, and we've got my mine shaft. This is for the second version. I'm going to make another branch that way, but here's the mine shaft down here. I'm trying to make all of my tunnels nice looking because that's what this game's all about, is mining in the dirt, in the stone and everything else. So I've made it all nice. You can see that I've mined out a bunch of tunnels here, except for the last two. I still have some mining to do to finish this off, but I got my station here, I got my ender chest, and my precious. So I have access to that. When I get all my diamonds and jewels, I throw it in here. Look at that, beautiful. That way I can drop that off, so I'm not carrying those around all the time. I got some extra chests for torches, more torches, an ender chest in case I find a cool something. If I find a cool something in there, like a abandoned mine shaft or something, I might set up another ender chest as a base out there. I've got a furnace and a crafting table so I can make stuff down here so I don't have to keep running up and down the stairs. So there you go. What do you think? Not super fancy, but nicer than a stone wall mine shaft. So we're all the way down. Now we've got to go all the way to the top. Alright, we're coming up the stairs to the third floor. I haven't done anything to the second floor yet, but I started a little work on the third floor here. I made a netherwort farm, manual of course, nothing special, but I needed some netherwort over on this base. And then I've been clearing this out. This is going to be my master bedroom, but it opens up into the garden out here, which I'm, of course, not finished with. But there's going to be a fountain here. You can see it's not finished yet. There's going to be a fountain there, and there's going to be a nice garden out here. And one other thing that I did, I slabbed the entire roof of this thing because we are in lightning and thunder country, and I've had trouble before with this building burning down. This is a big building. I don't want to lose it. And the lightning strikes the roof, and the entire thing's made out of wood, and of course it burns to the ground. Oh, hello. Alright, so that is it for this place. So let's head out into the nether. Alright, so this is my little nether room for the mansion. And what we're going to do is, for faster travel, we're going to go to the end. So this is my tunnel over to the end. All end stone underneath me. When we turn the corner here, it's pretty nice looking. And woo! Okay, cool. Sitting on the side, quartz on the ceiling. And the tunnel over to the end. There. This is my end room. This goes to the end portal. Put that back. Let's head out. Alright. And here we go. Into the end we go. Alright, welcome to the end. So this is my this is the spawn platform, and I'm out in the middle of nowhere, which when I first spawned and fought the dragon was very difficult, because the dragon just flew over here and killed me repeatedly while I was trying to build a bridge to one of these sides and get out of here. So that was fun. But now I've conquered the dragon, and I've got my little sort of spaceship floating out here. And the end is going to be built up one day, but I'm trying to fight the dragon and get all of those portals. You see the portals out there? I've got 10 of them, so I want to get them all before I stop fighting the dragon and start building something here. So that's where we're at now. And out here, of course, far, far away and protected under water, so these guys can't get to me. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Can't do anything. Anyway, I'm protected out here. I've got my Ender, of course. Nothing fancy, but it works, and it's useful. Let's take a look. Alright, so here we are. Like I said, nothing fancy. Got just the useful things. They're all falling from way up there to the spot. I've got some hoppers under there, so all the pearls that they drop will go into chests underneath here. And I've got my station for enchanting. I've got my ender chest for all my stuff in there. You can see I've got overflow ender pearls here. I've got extra stuff to make bows. And I've got some of the books that I've made. And I've been combining some of these books in order to make really nice books. That's it. All pretty straightforward. There we go. Oh, must be overflowing there, it looks like. Oh, just the last one. Alright. That's my Ender. Alright, you might be wondering, how does my Ender work? What type did I use? Well, let's take a flight out here. Let's see my spot there. You can see them flying all down there. So I'm using the Endermite version. Oh, hello. So I've got a little Endermite in the cart there, in the mine cart there. And then the Enderman, you can hear him in there, see? Yeah, there he is. So when the Endermen spawn on this platform, they go straight for him, and then they fall down into my spot. So there it is. That's how it works. And there's my little platform flying out there. Time to head out of here. Woo! Alright, it took me a long time to finally find this jungle. It's quite far away from my spawn area. But what is the most exciting thing that you can find when you're trekking through a jungle? That's right, a temple, but not just any temple. I made myself a little Mayan temple. And there it is, in all its splendor. Or something. Pretty cool, huh? So I made myself a little Mayan pyramid here in the middle of the jungle. Hey, what are you doing here? Get out of here. This is the place where I get all my cats. Thank you. You can hear my cats. I've got a few inside. But here is my Mayan temple in the middle of the jungle, next to the ocean there. So this is a fun build. I enjoy building historic sort of buildings. So this is a cool one. Not huge. You'll see later I've built bigger temples than this. But I think it's fun. It's right in the middle of this jungle. It's not a very big jungle, but it's the one big build here. And we can go inside. And there's some cats. Some of the cats that I found here. And a little base. Nothing big. I haven't built inside here yet because I don't really come out here very much, but yeah, this is where I get all my cats. Any cats that I want to get, this is where I'm going to find them. So let's take a look from the sky. What does this look like? There you have it. See? Not a very big jungle. But it's got a cool Mayan temple in the middle of it. I'm thinking of building some more temples as well. But I think I might put it in the other jungle I found. The other jungle I found is much bigger, but not even close to this one. So there we have it. Mayan temple. Okay, hello. I am in the Nether now, and you'd think that I wouldn't stop here because it's not a pretty spot, but there's just a few things I wanted to mention. I've got my tracks hooked up. This is the Awal Medina, which is my spawn area city. And there is where we just came from, the Woodland Mansion, and way out there with the jungle, the Mayan temple. They're all connected by train tracks, the minecart tracks, all through the Nether. And in fact, and one day I'm going to make this nice and pretty, but for now it is not, of course. But this track right here, for example, is 15 minutes. If I get on this track, it's a 15-minute minecart ride all the way out to the Woodland Mansion. So I've got the world all connected, and I've got a bunch of other stuff connected in here too, like Ice Spikes biome. I've got my mining desert where I get all my sand and sandstone from, and I've got the mesa and other things like that. Some of the biomes that I want blocks from, I've searched for and connected through the Nether. So one of these days it's going to be all high-tech transportation up here, but for now, not so much. I even have my wither killer up here for cheaty killing the wither. I push him up into the bedrock at the top here so he can't move, and then I can kill him nice and easily. But anyway, so this is the upper level. This is where all the long distance traveling is. Everything that's very far away is up in the top, so it's safe. Down there is the local area. You can travel through the Nether locally down there. But we've got one more spot in the upper region to check out, and that is the Mushroom Island. So let's take a look. Okay, we're coming up to the Mushroom Island portal. And wow, there it is. Mushroom Island portal. Put that back. So, the reason this one is really bright, we'll see when we get to the island. Alright, so here we are with my one and only build on the Mushroom Island. So, some of my inspiration for building comes from the TylerTeacherCraft players, and 2 of them this year are on Mushroom Islands, and they're building what they call the Plastic Fantastic style, and I was inspired by that to make this Mushroom Island look very plastic and fake and bright. So I built this one structure in the style of Plastic Fantastic, but there's nothing really here. So I built my one and only building on the Mushroom Island in this style. So that's all we've got here. Whoops. So you can see Plastic Fantastic. And then you can see my base of operations over here. Alright, we're going to go back into the Nether to travel back to my spawn area. And I'm going to have to do this in 2 parts because my computer is not very awesome. So this is going to conclude part 1 of my world tour. So I'll see you in the next part. See you in the next part. Goodbye.
There's nothing